Hey,
Hey,
What is
how's
up,
it going, guys? Happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
yeah, Taco Tuesdays.
All right.
Except we had orange chicken.
Oh,
Anyway,
did you? Okay. Yeah, that's different.
yeah, mixing it up.
There you go. You like Asian food?
I like all food.
Oh yeah.
It's not much food I don't like.
It is. Hey, well, it's a little chilly around here, man. We're getting into the teens, and we're down. We're pretty south, but still, I know there's some crazy weather going around. I know snow is abound, and then it's getting kind of chilly. You said you had some ice stuff, huh?
Icy rain, whatever they call that.
Icy rain.
Frozen rain. I mean, it's not snow, but it was like it comes down and makes the sheet of ice.
Oh yeah.
And then makes the shell around the car. It's just a mess.
It is. It's crazy.
And,
About you, well, we're close, but
yeah, that's what we're used to in Georgia. That's usually what we get is ice. So
it is. Yep.
Y'all can keep that. But yeah, chili.
Yeah, but then that doesn't last you a day or two, right? Then it usually warms up a little bit.
Well, we're probably good 3 months, man. If anything, and then
The ice will stick around for 3
not
months.
ice, but it's cold. Yeah, it's not anything below 30.
I'm saying
That's
this
cold, bro.
ice looks like it's gonna be here for the rest of the week.
Oh well, yeah, that's your problem. Yeah,
we had that big thing that made news stories nationwide where people were stranded on the interstate. Yeah, that was a ice apocalypse. It was
snowpocalypse. Snowpocalypse.
It was actually ice underneath the snow.
Snowmageddon.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's not that bad. This is like a normal version. I mean, it's just not going to warm up and thaw out. It's going to be here for a while. So
yeah, well,
good. To look forward to. But schools were closed, so the kids were home to help me shovel.
Well,
because that's
helpful.
But hey,
and there's a lot of news in crypto. We're going to go over some news. We got some other things of narratives that are being pushed in 2024. You're probably starting to hear some of these things, and then we'll kind of go through some of this ecosystem and what's going on here. A lot of stuff with the Opus app and, monsters. You got things going on, even hearing some bees. That's what's funny. Isn't that funny when we're over in the monster, the mobs, just mobbing now. I think that's what we're going with, right? But yeah, it's hilarious how they all see the bees because isn't that what it is, Dusty? That in the name is that what
got to brag on the mob last night. Holy crap, dude! We talking about tearing up spaces. I think we had almost 60 people, in one of the spaces go mob in, and dude, what an impact! I mean, and it just shows it. But it's cool to see what you're talking about, Ray. Is like, oh, the bees are here. We remember the bees. Because they see that little bee in the emoji, like they remember the impact from the 15-day and 60-day spaces that the bees did before, So it kind of correlates, like the impact then, the impact now. But this effort is going to get crazy, dude. It's not going to be bees. It's not going to be monsters. It's going to be apes. It's going to be penguins. This is going to be a major movement, and it's kind of a movement of what we were talking about and thinking about with Empower Unity. It's going to be all projects coming together for a movement. So yeah, it's going to be cool. But big props to the mob last night. Y'all keep that up.
100%. That's what we were trying to reach. Scott, I think, talked about it getting over 50, and they crushed it. So the mob was awesome. The mob was rocking, and it is amazing to hear because, people get so excited, and that's a good thing. That's great. To hear. People, it is funny too, saying to come on up and it is, we don't want to take away from their space and what they're talking about, but it's just a great thing. It's cool. I like the emojis. I think the comments are really cool where we can kind of really give them, some love and know that we're paying attention to what they're saying. And even that's what I've been thinking too, is even looking at their own hashtags, right? That's a cool thing too, of what they're trying to talk about. And, you say something along and, throw their hashtag out there. It's awesome, right?
It was funny because they saw us come in. And of course, I don't know if their space doubled or whatever it was, but they noticed right away there was a whole lot of us came in the room. So we don't really want to interrupt them. We want to support them. But the conversation just took a turn and was like, what are all these guys doing here? And then it became a conversation about, how the bees came into their room and all this kind of stuff. And then they started spitting out what they knew about us. And it was funny to listen to, but we were just there, like you said, to support them and find out what's going on. We want to know, spread the love around the NFT verse or the spaces or crypto verse, whatever you want to call it. And they ended up that one room and then they started coming up with ideas for us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can't believe you don't have it queued up there, Tim. Come on, man. Look at that.
It was no, I didn't want to. I think I'm gonna redo it.
Okay.
It's a good song, but the graphics are a little different. But I had to go look it up because they were like they need a theme song and this and I was like, yeah, we have that, and they're like, please come up, and I'm like, I could come up, I could bring the theme song, but I wasn't, gonna do it. We don't want to take over their space. We just wanted to join them, and but it was funny. But yeah, I'm gonna have to bring that video back to life.
Yep. And it was awesome.
They are doing something to, and you're right, Ray. Like, we don't want to disrupt another space at all, right? We're there to add energy, not put the spotlight on us at all. We're there to learn. We mobbed one today and actually learned about artists on the Solana blockchain and stuff. It was really cool to get to pop in there, add that energy, learn at the same time what they're talking about. And we really didn't disrupt the space at all. It's actually one of the ladies that we mobbed last night. She's like, hey, y'all got to come to my space tomorrow at 1 p.m. So we went in, we mobbed it. We threw up a bunch of energy, didn't really disrupt it at all. But you was talking about how everybody's kind of noticed the B emoji. They still got the B emoji behind their name. So they are adding now. You don't have to remove that if you got a B emoji, if you got a monster emoji, but they are adding a lightning bolt at the end of the name if you want to be a part of the mob. So if you missed that this morning, I know a lot of people have jobs, they have lives and all that stuff. Go look up Apex, look up Ray of Light, and look up Me the Sniper. I don't know if you've done it yet, Tim, just to get an idea of what it looks like. It's kind of just a little lightning bolt at the end of the name, but that's going to signify that you're part of the mob. And this is going to be that whole platform wide across multiple projects. Because like I said, it's not just the bees and it's not just the monsters. There's going to be apes doing it. There's going to be penguins doing it. It's just going to be a big movement.
Like the bat signal, man. Bing! And then we go mobbing, right? That's it is. It's awesome. That's why you can see. And you know what's cool? It is. People are starting to have their own type of things. And that's what you'll see is people will integrate. And it's fun. Right, it's nothing difficult, and like I said, just enjoy, learn, and that's how anybody when you're bringing people in here, that's kind of how it should be, right?
The power's in numbers, right? Like if we do it with 10 people, it's not as impactful as it is when there's 60 people like last night. So I think we've been able to see that it really needs to be coordinated. So I know they're definitely going to be doing it after the YouTube show sometime each evening, but they're going to try to keep it coordinated. That way everybody knows when it's happening, when they need to show up and show out,
Right. Because I mean, it's a powerful thing, like you said, anyways. And I mean, you can see it, right? Anybody that was there and you were a part of it, you can even feel it, like the energy and how, like I said, just people seeing that come in. Again, think about yourself. If you were just talking and having your own little radio station and you had 15 viewers and all of a sudden 40 viewers came in, right? That's exciting. That's good stuff. And, you want to get kind of excited yourself as you're speaking. And that's what's happening. And that's a great thing. That's what the bull market is about, right? Bringing all that.
Like and Tim, you'll know this. What was the morning news show that would always show the people outside up in New York?
Oh, yeah. In Times Square, they had the windows on Times Square behind them, and people would come with signs and all that kind of stuff.
You had a mob of people.
Good Day New York, or Well, then they also do
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. One does it in studio with windows to the outside. The other one goes out into the has a little square, and they go out there live.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put on a music show or whatever. But
Yeah, go ahead. Before you jump into any news or anything, we switch up. Do you want to go through some comments or?
Yeah.
Good? Yeah.
Just bringing that up. Sabina in the house. Love the space. So informative. Thank you. Craig, Mommy, can I stay up and watch the Wise Guys? Matt says, hello, gentlemen. Winter of crypto accumulation.
That's right. It is the winter of now we're coming out into
spring. We're coming into spring fast.
Yes, exactly.
Ella, good evening, gentlemen. Thank you in advance for sharing your knowledge.
Yep,
Thank you for showing up. How you doing, crypto Mobbinsters.
Mobbinsters. It's like a yes, I like that.
Mobbinsters.
Little monsters and mobbing.
Good evening, monsters.
Yes.
That's Moab.
Connectricity.
Connectricity. Love it. Yes. Good evening, Monster Fam. Happy Tuesday.
Good to see you, Floor.
Love Floor. Good evening, fam.
Ariel.
Thank you. Jason, of
There's my
course. Hey guys, thank you and happy Tuesday. One and all. Troy TT. I remember the days of collecting stamps without an internet connection. Yep. It has been done.
It's true.
Susan in the house. Hello. Ice in Jersey today. Yeah. Stay warm. Hug a monster. Oh yeah. Cookie monster.
Hey, Susan.
Night Owl. Hope y'all having a great night. Yes. Mobbing last night was so much fun. Yes, Yomi. Thank you. Thank you for joining in. Last night was a blast. M2 Hat Girl. Hey everyone, let's go monsters. I am a monster and lightning bolt. Ariel, nice. That's the way to do it. Evelyn, I'm here in case I was missed.
You're missed, Evelyn.
Thank you for showing up. Monster mode with the bolt, the lightning bolt. I love it.
Right on.
Mobbing is so much fun. Come and join the lightning mob.
Yes.
I like that lightning mob. Rich in house. Hooper's FOMO.
He purged himself, Rich. He purged himself.
He pushed his own button. GM Monster Fam.
GM.
And GM energized nothing but pure connectricity.
Thank you.
Adventures. Thank you.
Yep.
More bolts, Troy TT.
Yes.
And we doing fireworks tonight.
We should.
And of course, Cheesehead Will. Let's go, monsters.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cheesehead has one more week, my son says.
Hey, I had to look it up myself. Did you guys know? Like, obviously when you're on a phone and you're doing it and trying to do the emojis in your username, well, on a desktop it's different. This doesn't show up. You know that, right? So
it doesn't show up.
The emojis to find the lightning bolts. So I looked it up. It's the mic for me, a PC, little Microsoft window, right? And period. And the emojis come up. That's deep. So just saying, if you're not on your phone and you don't know how to change your emojis, like if you're on your phone, the emojis just show up, right?
Right.
But if you're on a desktop, like most of the time I am, you're going over there and changing your profile on Twitter or X. You have to hit the little Windows symbol and the period together, and then the emojis come up.
Why can't people just say X Twitter?
What? X Twitter?
Yeah.
Sounds like you're saying get out of here, Twitter. That sounds bad.
Yeah. Well, it's X Twitter. It's like used to be Twitter, and now it's just X. So, but X Twitter just like it sounds natural because it used to be Twitter, and now it's just X.
Well, I like it. You start it. Start the that's it. So
X Twitter.
You got something that you're pulling up, or you?
I do. Let me. You're gonna love this one, Ray.
Oh, I love it.
We were talking about this before. Nike.
Yeah.
Will go way deeper into video game fashion amid NFT push.
Man.
So they are going to go all in, and I think we've seen this guy before. He's pretty cool looking. He's got a lot of sports gear, coordinated into his body there. I think these are size 22s. These might be Shaq's.
Well, it's good because you don't have to breathe when you're in the metaverse. There's no breathing, so there's
no breathing.
Yeah.
Well, all this stuff is fresh. It's all brand new, all Nike stuff. So you got to have swishes everywhere. Dot swoosh is part of the story. But sport apparel Nike blockchain digital wearable division, the Dot swoosh. Said Friday will push farther into video game space in the coming year, but it's unclear if its future gaming activations will necessarily involve NFTs. So they're going to be doing the fashion, and you're going to be able to buy that stuff, but they don't know how much NFTs were going to be there. They also, if they're going to have their own NFTs tied to them, they did touch on the fact that they will never open their own NFT store. So they had toyed with that in the past. I think we did we go into a Nike room?
We did.
What room did we go into?
Yeah. Well, with the shoes and all that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was more like not a
museum. It wasn't called Nike. I wish I knew it off the top of my head. Do you know it's Sniper? But it's like DK something, huh?
I don't remember right off the top of my head.
It's all good. But either or, while you're talking, Tim, I'll find it.
But they're going into in-game wearables and wearables are different than digital collectibles because you can purchase and wear these collections directly in your favorite video games. So
Right.
they're just doing stuff in game wearing digital stuff, not selling the NFTs to go along with it. That is the gist of this whole story, but they're definitely going all in on Nike fashion inside the metaverse.
Right.
So that's their direction. So, which is cool. You know, everybody, a lot of people like Nike gear, even though I'm wearing Under Armour today. But
Right.
but yeah, that was a cool story. And then
Well, just
go ahead.
jumping in, it's called RTFKT. That is
That's right.
the actual website. So you could
And
go there.
actually,
I think I saw a link to it. Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, right there. And if you look at it, it's pretty impressive. I'm just saying, it's they got really cool stuff, you know.
Yep. So these digital items, they've talked about the items in the past, and hasn't always released digital items on the blockchain.
Right.
So they're even though they own that space, they're not going to be putting NFTs out into there for people to collect with
Right.
that. So that was a pretty cool Nike story that they want to go deep in there. And then we talked about this the other day, the deep fakes.
Oh yes.
And this one was interesting because he made a comment that he has a team of people. He said, "I do not give away any of my Bitcoin by scanning a QR code on these shows that people just rerun. They take the videos of him, rerun them, and put a QR code up and say, if you scan this code, you could win some Bitcoin from MicroStrategy." And so he's like, you know, he goes, trust but verify. And then you need to know that I'm never giving away my Bitcoin for scanning a QR code. And then he said that what was the funny part, that he has a team that takes down 80% of the fake AI generated YouTube videos.
Oh yeah.
He's got a team that goes out looking for these things, because the scammers, I mean, they have them taken down and then they pop up under different names and everything like this, and they do this, and people scan and get their wallets raided and do all this kind of stuff. No one, especially this guy who's got 200,000 Bitcoin, is giving any away. He wants as much as he can get.
Right.
But it was interesting that he has a team of people out there scouring to take that deep fake stuff out. And you know that the AI that we've talked about is getting really very sophisticated, and it really sounds like him, because there's hours and hours of his voice out there that they can copy it and fake it and make it look very, very real.
Right.
The other one that was just the last one I had was BlackRock's blockchain plan is to tokenize everything.
Are you switching them or no? I'm just asking.
Oh,
my bad, man. I should
I
say.
like the Nike. I'm kind of bullish on the Nike story because you know it's like, do you want to actually launch your own platform? And they've already got a community, right? They've already got a group, do all that marketing and all that stuff trying to win this, or would you rather just you're already a huge brand, just disperse your stuff into all these projects and stuff, like, and where I'm going with this, what I'm thinking, like Monster Nike hat, like that bucket Nike hat up there, that looked good on one Monster. I'm all about that. Or some of that other stuff, you know, that'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the headphones, all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna whatever they could put a swoosh on, they will.
They sure will.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know I wasn't switching, but here, this was the Michael Saylor story on deepfake Bitcoin scams, and he said he will not be sending you Bitcoin.
Yeah.
No matter what he says, and because of the AI that's out there, and because he's out there as much as he is, don't believe everything you hear from him out there. So trust but verify. So then the last one, here we go. Yeah. Now you see that, right? BlackRock's blockchain plan, tokenize everything. This one again is from Lark Davis. I brought him up before. He's a good writer. He covers a lot of stuff. But Yeah, he was covering this about Larry Fink's recent statements about Bitcoin and blockchains, that the BTC ETFs are just the beginning for BlackRock. So they definitely want to get. They started out. BlackRock started out in the subprime mortgages, and now
Yep.
they want to tokenize everything. But down here you'll see. One second, let me find it. Oh, they say he's crypto pilled.
Yeah.
He's all in on it now. Although he oh, this was a funny meme for you there, Ray.
Oh, there you go.
Traditional finance back in the day, and then traditional finance now. That's Larry Fink, of course, a traditional finance guy, but he's all cool.
Oh yeah,
he can handle it now. Now that he's got his ETF going. But we all know through Bitcoin works best when you zoom out and play the long game. This is a good little piece of the article. Dips like we're seeing now, nothing new to committed hodlers. And in reality, we're just getting started with the way ETFs alter the landscape. I don't think they're going to really alter it. They're just going to add fuel to the fire, which I think is going to make the highs higher and the lows lower, because that's what those traders want to do. And of course, they're going to want to capitalize on those moves for their customers. So, we say it's going to the moon, but it's going to come back and then go back to the moon.
Right.
It's not one trip.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be back and forth. And then there was one more quote I think I wanted to.
We believe ETFs.
Yeah. We believe ETFs are technology no different than Bitcoin. For an asset of storage, we believe the next step going forward is the tokenization of financial assets. So all the financial assets being on one central level. So the stocks and bonds all being on the blockchain, right? And the capacity through tokenization, for instance, settlement and elimination of money laundering. So
RWAs, man, real world assets.
So now all of a sudden it's going to eliminate money laundering. Because last year at this time it was like, crypto's used to by criminals and money laundering. Now he says it's going to eliminate it. That's right. What I wanted to bring up.
Well, they're in now. They're good. Yep.
That's right. If they're in, now it's safe.
Exactly.
So they want to tokenize every financial asset. I think that's then it's the next story after that.
Right.
But yeah, that was a good one. But he's a pretty powerful dude, behind BlackRock and all they have. So
absolutely,
just a couple things that I read today that I thought we would find interesting.
Well, very, very, that was good. I was awesome, and I wanted to jump on because we were talking and but started out with the mob, the mob and what they're doing, and even the bees. I found, and I think you might recognize some of these guys, right? But I found some guys were talking about it as well, so it's kind of interesting. Just check it out.
Like that, and so my theory is, go to where the bees are, where all the investors are. So we I don't know if you can hear that, but we just follow the bees.
Just follow the bees.
Just follow
very simple. Go with that, right? But it's hilarious. You might recognize them. Just a little fun we're having. But let me jump over there. I got some news as well. But this BlackRock, again, all kinds of stuff with BlackRock and there, Dusty. They want to follow Bitcoin ETF with the Ethereum one, and we've talked about this already. But I don't think it's all going to be as soon and quickly approved. Maybe, I don't know. I think the first ones was May we were looking at, but yeah, this ETF with Ethereum, little different. So not long after the debut of BlackRock's Bitcoin exchange traded fund, the asset manager, Larry Fink, began marketing drive for the second one, and it's for Ethereum, citing the value of the blockchain's transformational utility. So we shall see. We know that some were filed last year in 2023, and now, like you said, now these folks are in, right? So they're going to get after it, and we'll see how any of this goes. But selling an Ether ETF could present an interesting conundrum to issuers. Investors may have just bought a Bitcoin ETF, so the practical need to spice up portfolios is already being satisfied. Why would they need another crypto diversification tool? So these are the narratives. These are the things they're going to talk about. But like we talked about before, I think people will start digging into what all of these are. They're very different. Bitcoin and Ethereum, very, very, very different, right? And you would be, when you're into ETH, you are in more of a portfolio, a basket of currencies, I would say, right? Because there's a lot of people building on top of Ethereum, which all of that goes into the value of ETH's ecosystem. So, and then even too, let alone just building NFTs, right? Or DeFi. These are things that are huge. Well, NFTs took a kind of hit, but they were billions and billions of dollars of value and money locked up with DeFi. A lot of things going on with NFTs when they were hot. There was a lot of trading. I forget what Austin said. I think it was this morning, but you were over $1 billion a month in trading, right? And now you're around 100 and some $1 million a month. So that was monthly. Wasn't you talking about Sniper or no? If you were there, I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, I was there. I was actually discussing all that with him. I'd have to go pull the chart back up, but I'm pretty sure it's monthly. Yep.
Yep. But I mean, that's a huge swing, right? We're down, 90%, 10x difference on what was going on during the full on bull run for crypto. And it's all going to take time in general as this, we just said crypto spring, as this starts coming forth, that's really Bitcoin, ETH focused on, and then it just starts trickling into the other places. Right. So, whether it's DeFi, NFTs, all these things are kind of lagging, and they'll lag until, the full on bull run. And then these big, things start pumping again. And like I said, it's just interesting, but we'll see. I don't know. The other thing is talking about is, these are more narratives. Remember we talked about ETH, and now it's this ECG, environmental, social, and governance is how it's going to be marketed. It's not. That's not, because now you heard them flip how Bitcoin is, right? Bitcoin is this amazing thing for environmental safety and things like that. So just funny, how we'll see. But the next one is Wall Street CEO on Tether controversy. They have the money. And if you don't know what Tether is a stable token. It's USDT. Okay. And no one really knows. And I'm being straight up, right? No one knows if their stable token is really backed up dollar for dollar for this stable token. A lot of people, of course, not, who knows? But they're saying, that's what's funny. This Wall Street CEO is saying they do have it. They have the 95 billion stablecoin backed up by dollar for dollar. So that's interesting. Never heard that one, but so this is Cantor Fitzgerald, CEO Howard Lutnick, voucher for stablecoin issuer Tether's legitimacy on Tuesday, addressing what has been one of the big questions in crypto over the years as its stablecoin. USDT has grown into a behemoth. Does Tether have the money it says it does? And he says they have it. And he said it on Bloomberg, right? Who knows? I don't know. But just to give you an idea, I'm going to go over to CoinGecko now. If you don't know, again, what Tether is, there it is. It's the third one, right? Very, very strong, powerful. It's got what? 41 billion in 24-hour volume, right? $95 billion market cap. That's why he's saying they got $95 billion of dollars. So number 3 token on there. Okay. Just saying, that's why this is a big deal, because listen, there are definitely use cases and why stable coins need to be working properly in this cryptocurrency market. You got other things down here like USDC. These are necessary so people can move in and out of these tokens, right? When they're pumping and moving. And I'm just being straight up. That's what they do. People like the
remember, Ray, that Gary Gensler hinted at the fact that he wanted a little more regulation over the stable coins that were pegged to the dollar.
Right.
So, they approved Bitcoin. Now they're working on ETH, but he definitely has his sights on a little more regulation over these stable coins that are pegged to the dollar.
Oh, yes. Yep. Absolutely.
So we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, no, this is a power struggle that people are talking about with Bitcoin. And great point, Tim. I mean, It's all, you need to take a look at what the whole kind of space. There's a lot of interesting things. These stable coins are very important. So one reason to question whether the little guys can continue to dictate Bitcoin's direction is that the post ETF newcomers will likely own a very large chunk of it. We know that, yeah. So that was cool. The retail people got in before the big guys, but then these guys got a lot of money to push around, right? So it's not like they're not going to get into the game. All right. So we did get a head start. Anybody that was in or was smart enough to get anything, maybe 2020, or even through till now. I think anytime, and I'm not giving you financial advice, but anytime between 2016 and now that you were able to get in, you are good. I think you are good. And we see where this is going to go. It looks like a pretty cool position to be in. But analysts estimate that the demand for Bitcoin ETFs could run as high as $100 billion. If so, that would represent about an eighth of the total market cap, which was just above 800 billion at the time of writing this article. So very big, but not totally dominant. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you're going to see. I think as these different things come through this year, as this bull market, and people like that have never been in this space and they really get to experience that kind of growth, I think that's changing. I think they're going to really start motoring it out. And that news is going to spread, I think, very quickly. And I'm not saying it's going to be over 1 billion, 100 billion, or whatever. I'm just saying these people are going to be out in force and talking about this amazing asset, right? And I don't think anything other than we brought up Nvidia. Nvidia did very well, but not too many things move like they do in this space, and that's very unique, right? So yet it says Wall Street won't be the only giant holder of Bitcoin. There are currently around 1,500 so-called whale addresses holding more than 1,000 Bitcoin each, together controlling around 40% of the total Bitcoin supply. Many of those are true believers who've hodled for years. They are not, they know what this asset is. They know it's a store of value, and that's the meaning of it. That's why they created that narrative. They're the ones that have been kind of holding and hodling forever. They will not give that up, right? You see all the funny memes that we do, right? Mm-hmm. So they can move coins among themselves or among their own self-owned addresses, and in doing so, make demands of miners and other participants in similar ways as the UASF rebels. The Bitcoin OGs still have clout. So, the big guys are coming in. They're going to push around, obviously, a lot of money, but there have been many addresses right there. That's pretty substantial, man. 1,500. Man, if that's a lot, if that's real people and not just different wallets, that's something. I wonder what do you guys think? You think maybe 70% of that is all individual, or you think that's spread out?
I would think those are individual addresses. That doesn't sound too strange to me.
Yep,
yeah,
I would too.
Yep, right on. Sounds good. So, can crypto dethrone US dollar dominance? So this is Morgan Stanley, right? These are financial institutions. Mm-hmm. Don't have to say it. I'm not a financial advisor, but they are, right? So I'm just reading what good old Morgan Stanley is saying. So US monetary policy combined with the use of economic sanctions have forced some countries to look for alternatives to the dollar, while growth of stablecoins may have emphasized the need of the fiat currency, the bank said. So, yeah, I mean, we heard the BRICS nations, they're kind of doing their thing. Now you start seeing this crypto spin up. We're about to get into it, right? This is the real deal.
I think it's just amazing they come out with this press release, just right after the ETFs open up.
That's right. It's true. That's what's funny. I mean, we come on, man. We should all know the game, everybody, right? They try to keep you in the dark for as long as possible, and then they've all been in on it, right? I mean, it's great. I don't know how many times we got to be like, fooled. I'm done. We're done. That's why, like I said, I'm over here because we understand what's going on, have been understanding, what's going on, and we have positioned ourselves to benefit no matter what. But we've also built an amazing ecosystem and great community and people, right? So yeah, I mean, you have to see the writing on the wall. And again, many of us have tried to tell people, and it is hard. It's hard when, it's not always the way you think it is. And you might not know this twist or turn. And, here comes stupid FTX and this guy's scamming people, right? There's a lot of stuff out there. You just don't know. But, we are in the right spot, right? It's pretty cool. So enter cryptocurrencies, which, while still in the early stages, have the potential to both erode and reinforce the dollar's dominance in global finance. That's what the bank, as Morgan Stanley said this, okay? This is the recent growth and interest of digital assets such as Bitcoin, growth of stable coin volumes, and the promise of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, Fed now, have potential to significantly alter the currency landscape. So this is, again, Morgan Stanley, Andrew Peel said, right? The U.S. monetary policy combined with the use of economic sanctions have forced some countries to look for alternatives to the dollar. We will see this more and more. There is a shift towards reducing dollar dependency, and it's evident. You should see, you can see it on the news. You see wars going on. You see people not taking oil in dollars. There's real things happening, everybody. And, that's why you should pay attention. I get that everybody doesn't want to learn or maybe not go on mobs and really listen. It's important. It's important when we're telling you that this is Web3, when we're telling you this could be the new monetary system, when you're telling you this is a financial system and you can operate like a bank, it's important. And you should learn these things. I don't care. Anyone can learn and do little pieces here and there, right? I'm not telling you to do the whole thing and you're going to go be a coder and develop your own DAO, right? I'm just telling you that as you start understanding it and you can use tools that are coming out that are going to make it easier and easier, and you can download an app and now you got a smart key, and now you're going to be able to maybe send things through and there back and forth to other different smart key owners, right? It's amazing, right? And that you just got to understand the concepts of why these things are being built. There's a reason, right? Did you have that? Did you pop something up there that you want to share or no?
Oh, I have another. It's something completely different.
Okay.
It's entertainment.
Okay. So the other thing, use cases. This is what all of this is about. Not greed. This is not speculation how I'm gonna be a billionaire and how I'm gonna make yacht and Lambo money. Which it's possible. Of course it is. You can hit it and one of these currencies run up and you're 1,000x. Of course, that can happen. But this is more about use cases. And this is about, and I'm not a fan of this place, whatever, but they're talking over in Davos, right? World Economic Forum. There you go. There's them over there. And this is what they're talking about. Cryptocurrency influencers may increase interest in the space by making investors believe that they can achieve short-term gains, but uses for blockchain technology could make them stay, right? You will hear that. That's why we try to say that. I'm never over here, shilling all these different type of tokens. We talk about them. Now, the ecosystem I'm in, I love it because I know what's been built here. We got all kinds of amazing things, and they've only done good for me. So that's why I'm always talking about that, right? But we go through all kinds of stuff with Solana. We go and talk about other altcoins. We talk about meme coins, but we're never shilling, right? None of us here get bags of tokens and then we go tell you to go get them. We don't do that. That's not what this is. We've always just created content so you understand what's going on in the space. So speaking at the WCCF Crypto 2030, Cointelegraph's Christina Luxezzi, I'm sorry, including the Burb Nest's founder and CEO, Adrian, on how crypto influencers and media publications may impact the space. So down here, I would say they are in a stage of greed for the industry. And this is something that is pushing the whole crypto community forward, said Cornier. Obviously, like not 100%, but this is what makes it powerful right now. And I believe that the next circle of the crypto life will actually be about use cases and applications, right? And of course, I hope it is, because that's what it should have always been. Not again, we're going to the moon, even though that's fun, exciting, and it's cool, right? But we're starting session. This is what over here what they tweeted, Crypto 2023. We're starting session 3's panel on social media and influencers in crypto, and this is all they're talking about, right? That is what's going on with some of these influencers. They're starting to understand, hopefully, that stop the shilling, stop this hype stuff, don't do the hype train, get into what this is all about. And again, it's Web3, right? What can we do to empower others and use this technology so it's not all of this centralized structure, these big tech companies controlling everything, right? And we're over here getting breadcrumbs. That's the whole point. And if people don't get their head out of their butts, we're going to do it again. We're going to screw it up again, right? And that's ridiculous. But, what the title is, and it kind of rolls into what I wanted to talk about, is the narratives that are going to be pushed in 2024, right? And I got 3, different sites, but it's funny. They're all similar in what they think this 2024 narrative. And that's why I pulled them up. And you're kind of going to be shocked because it's pretty good, right? I think we're like an arrow hitting the bullseye. So top 3 strongest crypto narratives of 2024. So this is back in December, right? They just wrote this. So how to spot crypto narratives? Obviously, you're going to see time and time again. If you're on X Twitter, you'll see these things through your feeds all the time. Whether it's social media, gaming, all these things, you'll all of a sudden start seeing it blow up. So let me go down here and scroll through here and get down to the stuff we're talking about. So narratives, comprehensive analysis, artificial intelligence. I'm not telling you something new, something amazing, but of course, no single technology has the potential to revolutionize human life like AI. And it's both good and bad, right? So who knows how that goes. But 2023 was a testament to the growing symbiosis. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Symbiosis between humanity and AI. The emergence of ChatGPT and Bard ignited a mini bull run for AI tokens, and the AI trend continues with its hype. So it's outperformed big time of the bear market. Right? AI is everywhere. We've already talked about ChatGPT and all the things with Midjourney. Most people that jumped in any other technology was AI, and it was a very fast growing thing. So just saying, I'm not telling you these projects, but what's funny is we have what Opus AI. Is it AI? Is that right? Is it Opus AI? So
AI.
there you go. AI. So there you go. That's one, and these are all ones that that are doing AI as well. Bit and Sword, Tau. You got Render, you got Singularity, Ajax, and then your Ocean Protocol. And like I said, I would say Opus AI. Real world assets, right? We kind of talked about, heard in just a couple of articles before. That's another narrative that you're going to see. And our real world assets, RWAs, are tokens, whether fungible or non-fungible. So they can be NFTs, they can be crypto, right? It can be anything, how these people build it out and make it to be. So, and it represents traditional finance assets on the blockchain. You just heard Larry Fink and some of those others, Morgan Stanley, talking about that kind of stuff. These tokens are pegged to assets like real estate or intangible assets such as treasury bonds and carbon credits. So RWAs are one of the most significant narratives for the long term because of a distinct reason. The global RWA valuation is over 600 trillion in dollars. Okay, it's a big deal. Got kind of good if you're in this space, and that stuff all starts getting tokenized. Those things all started being folded into NFTs, and maybe they even have utility. Imagine all these things where whether it is real estate or other things, right? You can do cooler things than just hold the asset. There are smart contracts, and you can build cool utility into these as well. So today, the tokenized RWA market cap accessible on chain is only $2 billion. That's it. It's dropping the bucket, man. Bringing only 1% of RWAs on chain would result in a $6 trillion valuation, right? Do you understand why these people like that are starting to be very interested in there? Anybody ever realize that how much real estate these people bought here? Anybody know that? Look that up. Go through that, right? Go see that. So another one.
The global, I think that the global value of real estate is like $450 trillion.
Right.
So eventually when that starts happening, I mean that, when we're able to tokenize real estate like that, that just means it's going to be crazy, the amount of stuff on the blockchain.
Right. Right. And, as we're talking about a new financial system, absolutely.
Yep.
Maple Finance, Centrifuge, Pendle, Landshare, Relio. So those are just some that do that. And look at this. Here's another one. GameFi. Kind of like SocialFi. GameFi is another hot narrative, well positioned to perform well in the coming years. Web3 infrastructure offers one of the best methods to distribute value within the gaming ecosystem, and the resulting potential could be huge. I believe so. I agree. I am in agreement with that. The gaming sector boasts more than 2 billion users globally. And guess what? Those are the ones that could figure out all of this and do the decentralized finance and do all of that stuff just like that, right? But now, if you really make it accessible, easy, part of their gaming systems, maybe it's on a phone, whatever it is, if you make it easily accessible and these gamers allowed to do cross-chain things and make their assets that they're winning on this game, bring it over to this chain, bring it over to that chain, and now they're accumulating across all these different games that they love, you're going to see an explosion, right? This onboarding for 1/3 of the regular gamers to blockchain translates to more than 600 million users. It's a huge market, right? GameFi projects, huge market, right? And again, why I think it's such an amazing thing to be in a group of visionaries that could have built something out like this. And wow, look at 2024. It's launching, and it's pretty much the narratives that are going to be 2024. And I'm just going to jump over to this because this, again, I'll skim through because I just want you to see it's over and over and over and over again. That is the narrative, and that's what you're going to see. Everything that you're a part of, if you're a monster, if you're a bee, or if you're whatever, and maybe you're doing these mobbing, right? Maybe you just downloaded the app. Maybe you just got a smart key. You're in every one of these things I'm just mentioning here. So look at this one. Decentralized social media. It's the new frontier. I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Great. Amazing foresight. I can't believe that we're doing that. Wow, look at that. So decentralized social media. The centralization of social media has led to a notable issues like censorship and problematic monetization models. Decentralized platforms promise to tackle these challenges by giving power back to the users, ensuring freedom of expression, and introducing novel ways for content creators to earn. I've identified a number of promising projects in this sector that stand out. Yeah. Thank you. All of these, take a look at them. Well, I know which one I like, and it ain't on this list. Okay, you can do that, but hey, pause it. You want to look at that? That's it. GameFi, there it is again. Imagine combining social media and gaming. That's crazy. The intersection of gaming and finance. Wow. Narratives for 2024. Again, incredible. It's crazy. Just going to scroll through. And there, hey, piece de la resistance, AI and crypto. All three on this page is on this page. There's some people, I don't know them, but they're writing about everything that the monsters, Opus AI, all that stuff has teamed up, and they don't even know. They don't even know what's coming, right? Wake up. It's happening. So the next tech wave, kind of crazy. This is the next tech wave. Imagine have a companion, right? That really knows you, kind of helps you out, and maybe it helps you dial in. Maybe when a portal opens or something. Hey, don't forget your loot, right? Maybe you should join that loot party over there, right? Don't forget, right? Why are you going to work today? Go get your loot. No, I'm just joking. I'm just messing around. But another one, again, I didn't write these. I just want to kind of go through these. It's crazy. The ascendancy of AI in the crypto sphere. It is happening. It's everything that you'll see. You see cryptocurrencies. Everything is going to be through this financial system with blockchain and combining AI. I mean, it's just how it's going to go. So the popularity of platforms like ChatGPT and Bard really got people excited about AI, even leading to a mini surge in AI-related top altcoins. Again, AI. We already went through it. Here's another one. Real-world assets, tokenization of traditional assets. GameFi, merging gaming with blockchain. Huge. And this is just talking about Ethereum, Chainlink, and Inquibeta leading the charge. And I just wanted to show you all of this is exactly where you're at, and it's exciting. And that's why we're so pumped to do these things like mobbing and out there just showing love. We don't have to do all that stuff. We don't have to be shilling. We don't have to be doing all that stuff, right? People are going to recognize whether they want to recognize or not. They're about to recognize. OpenSea, you're about to recognize. A lot of people are about to recognize, okay? And that's good, right? We'll see how all this lays out. But we're on a winning team, and I know it. That's not financial advice. That's just talking about a winning team. So we've done everything to be prepared for this year, and we're prepared. And it's exciting, good stuff. So I don't know if you guys.
I got one more for you, Ray. I know you were going to do all those, but you didn't. I had this one set up for last week before our show got hijacked by some stampede.
Right.
But yeah, just again, this Misari's is a big research firm.
Mm-hmm.
The report, Ryan Selkis. Did I mention this last week? I mean, I think I talked about it, but we didn't go too deep in it.
Yeah, a little part.
But yeah, this guy has been in it for a while. He's supported by the Misari research team, and it was written in first person by him. And this guy is famous for breaking the Mount Gox hack in 2014. So he's been in it for a while, and this Medium article is actually written by Lou Kerner, the guy that I meet at the Crypto Mondays. But he went through this report, which has 193 pages about the crypto narrative that are going on. But again, just like you're saying, the top 10 narratives. But chapter 1, in the same way that crypto is inevitable, so is AI.
Yeah.
And the two in combination will prove world-changing, providing solutions, problems vexing humanity.
Mm-hmm.
In the age of infinite deepfakes, story that I read earlier, crypto tech will provide mathematically guaranteed provenance via timestamping, verifying devices and data. Generative DDoS attacks can be muted, and the fees required by public blockchains. Crypto tech is the solution for a world where AI is generating trillions of micro payments a day.
Kind of crazy.
So I remember reading that, and I was like, man, the first paragraph is all about what we got going on there.
I know.
So yeah, it's I copied the link down there. I'll share that in the
timestamping. I like that.
Yeah. It's all going to be AI is going to be able to follow you around and see if it's real.
Yes.
And verified, and which is going to make it a lot safer for people. Everybody's like, well, I don't want Big Brother watching me. Well, I do if there's knuckleheads out there deep faking leaders like Michael Saylor and all this kind of stuff. And if he's going to say, oh, Bitcoin's dead, I'm giving it all away, I don't want to hear that. So if they can prove that wrong and stop it before it starts, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but that's great. I mean, I love that. But I mean, there's things, and you should look some of this stuff up. It's like a sovereign wallet. These are things that are being talked about. You might not have heard of this kind of thing, but it's real, right? So look at that smart key, right? You didn't put your name on it.
Right.
You didn't, when you signed up, all you did is put your, you know, yourself on a map, right? So you could play a game. Everything else, there was no address, there was no name. These self-sovereign wallets where you're going to be able to have access just and control just like you have access and you're in self-custody of all your financial stuff, whether these tokens, you know, Bitcoin, ETH, you're holding them and they're in your cold storage wallet. You're going to do that with your identity. And that's what I'm saying. This is a very huge, you know, transformation happening, everybody. It's kind of crazy because you're seeing these Morgan Stanleys, you're seeing these BlackRocks. They're talking about the financial thing. And, you know, now this next thing is this privacy stuff. I get it. And I know what you're talking about, Tim, but yeah, no, I'm not for any of that either. I mean, I get the safety, but, you know, I'm not going to give up my stuff or my identity just to be safe. Right. So there's going to be this other push too. That is, but there's sovereign wallets, man. You know, look up some of this stuff. Maybe we'll do some content on there, but that's how, you know, people are building towards that anyway. They are. So, you know, be aware of this. This is another huge thing. How would you rather just like somebody else control your identity, or would you rather do it yourself? Can we? What you're telling me that you wouldn't trust yourself with your own identity, right? Come on, everybody. You know, let's stop being so, you know, whatever, willy-nilly, right? You can do this, and you need to start taking control of yourself and your finances and your own identity. Stop it. For me, I'm not playing that game, right? I don't care about you know, what they think that they are due. These people, again, you have to keep thinking of how this country, at least for me, where is built. They work for us. I don't work for them. They don't just get to whatever they, you know, do just for the sake of safety. I'm not down with that, and I won't ever be down with that. So that's why this is a real battle, and that's why we were saying this is going to be going on for many years, and it's good. Glad it needs to happen, but you know, this is how I feel, and this is with Bitcoin pumping. So let me do a little one here because I didn't get to put it in somewhere. I was going to put it in. Bitcoin pumping. They're getting down out there, man. Having a good time. That's Bitcoin pumping.
That's right. Doesn't matter if it's raining again. They know what's going to happen.
It is. And again, listen to these guys, right? Every time you don't know what to do.
Like that. And so my theory is go to where the bees are, where all the investors are. So we I don't know if you can hear that, but we just follow the bees.
There you go. Follow the bees, follow the monsters, you know.
I think I'm gonna have to throw mine in there. It's a little long, but I think you might find it. We're gonna have to mob this this new movie coming out, Ray.
Oh, okay. You
gotta check it out. It follows a formula that everyone will recognize, but I think you're gonna like this.
Watch this. You got it? Okay.
And give me a thumbs up. Make sure you can hear it.
You're a blessing, Mr. Clay. This place was crabgrass and weeds, and you brought it back to life.
Mrs. Parker and I were friends. She was the only person that took care of me.
I just got a message saying that there's a problem with my computer.
Yes, ma'am. We got this.
Yesterday, she shot herself.
This is private property.
Do you know what they do here? Scamming the weakest in our society.
Buddy, I'm counting to 3.
1, 2, 3. There, I did it for you.
No, you can't take it. No, you can't.
I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
You can't take that away from me. Will you stomp his ass out?
You're telling me one man did this. The only thing you know is he's a beekeeper.
A beekeeper?
Well, that's not good.
Beekeepers is a special program outside the chain of command.
I protect the hive. When the system is out of balance, I correct it.
We have laws for these things.
Until they fail, then you have me.
my fingers. He cut them off. Oh, come on, bro.
Don't move. This is much bigger than a little phishing scam.
The money's going all over the world. To people in finance, even government.
You are a problem. Goddamn right, I'm a problem. I figured I'd give the firefighters a break.
Somebody detain this guy.
We have to kill him before he kills his way to the top.
Honey?
It's flammable. Oh no.
Wow, that's out.
Just out. Oh yeah.
I love how they got to play FOMO head. That's perfect. Perfect for FOMO head. So yeah, you got
now we know why he's been so busy.
Yeah, you got the amount of bees as FOMO head. You're not called the beekeeper. You're called the beekeeper.
The hive. I like it. The hive.
Yes, he's there to protect the hive.
I love it.
And then he spreads the money out
like that. So that's perfect. That's perfect.
I saw that trailer the other day. I was like, they're making a movie about us.
That's right. Get out of here. That's crazy. I love it, man. That's cool. Love it.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna go have to see that one in Santisi. Best movie ever. Yep.
Oh, he saw it already or no?
No, just loves the thing.
Okay.
Nobody saw it. It just came out 2-3 days. That guy doesn't go to the movies.
Yeah. Well, he's got a lot of time. He got a lot of time off.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No,
awesome. that was I saw that one. I was like, I can't believe this. I have to show this on the show.
Yes, you do. I mean, that was excellent. Perfect. They won't take us down for it. Well, we have to do some kind of review of it or something.
I think we just did.
Looks good. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, that's right.
Jason Statham. He's the man. He's the
beekeeper. That's it. Love it, man. But yeah, I think we're there. I appreciate you guys. Good stuff. Yep. And we'll probably bounce back to X, and they will be doing the mobbing. But I think maybe around 9:30, maybe 10. So if you do hear, I'll probably spin up the recording back that's going on over there, and then we'll wrap it up over here while I'm doing that. So sounds good. Good stuff. There's no questions, right?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Great show.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael.
All right, thank you.
All right, let me hit it out. Hit the intro, outro. Thanks, guys. If you haven't, smash the like button, share it, subscribe, trigger the algorithm. That's what we do for the mob. For others, we should do it for mobbing ourselves. So get it out there. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.